Good morning, class 7 students. Students, we are doing chapter number 6, Town Traders and Craft Persons. Now, our topic is New Towns and Traders. In the 16th and 17th century, European countries were searching for the spices and textile, which had become popular both in Europe and the Western Asia. Students, by the time of 17th and 16th century, our spices has become very popular in the Europe and the Western Asia. English, Dutch, and French formed the Eastern India Companies in order to expand their commercial activities in the East. Initially, great India traders like the Maulana Abdul Zafar and the Veer Bora, who owned a large number of ships, competed with them. Students who owes these people used to were the Indian traders, and they had own a large number of ships. They have to compete with the European market. However, the European companies used their naval powers to gain the control over the sea, and at that time only the European powers companies used their naval powers also means our naval navy army navy for their control the sea control to control the sea trade and force Indian traders to work as their agents, and they forced the Indian traders to work as an agent. Ultimately, the English emerged as the most successful commercial and political power in the subcontinent, and that time the English people emerged as the most successful commercials and political power of the subcontinent. The burst demand of the goods like textile. Burst demand means the spurt in demand means the high increase in demand for the textile leads to great expansion of craftsmen of shipping, weaving, bleaching, dyeing, which was very important and becoming very famous of the Indian textiles. Indian textile designs became very increasingly refined. However, this period also saw the decline of independence of craftsmanship. Student, there was there will be designs and increases, but there was a decline in the independent craftsmanship. Means there was a craftsmanship at that time because the English people started working, controlling the dependency, the independence, and they were craftsmen were controlled by the other people. They now began to work in a system of advances. The craftsmen now started working in the system of advances, which means they had to weave clothes which are already promised by the European agents. They used to take the advances from the European agent, and whatever clothes they want to make them to do, they used to prepare. Indian craftsmen used to prepare those clothes only. Weavers no longer had to liberty for selling their own clothes. Weavers will have no liberty of selling their own kinds of clothes. They had to reproduce the design, supplying them for the company agent, and they have to reproduce means the same design they have to reproduce because the company agents need the demand was there. In the 18th century, some rises in the Bombay, Calcutta, and Madras. There was a in 18th century student there was a rise in Bombay, Calcutta, and Madras, which nodal cities today, craft of commerce underwent major changes as merchant and artisans were moved from a black town established in the European companies. Within these new cities, the blacks, native traders, craftsmen were confined there while the white rulers occupied the superior residence of the Fort St. George in Madras and Fort St. Williams in Calcutta. The story of craft and commerce in the 18th century will be taken to the next year. Students, so in the 18th century, the rise in Bombay, Calcutta, and Madras, they become the important city, and they where the craft and commercials were done. The merchants and artisans who have to move from the black town in the previous towns to the new towns, and they were considered as a white ruling towns. So, students, this complete your chapter. This is how the India has done the trade. This complete your reading portion of chapter 6, Town Traders and Craft Person. Thank you.